Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys had a lovely weekend. 82 degrees today. The heat is on. It's hot. Found another patch of sunflowers that I didn't intentionally plant. You guys see those? All those sunflowers in there. I actually don't remember planting this one. I have no idea how these sunflowers came out. Maybe my kids threw some sunflowers to the chickens. But yeah, I'm gonna get my patch of sunflowers. It's just not where I intended. I gotta go do my chores real quick, but I gotta go check on something. Yeah, check out my zucchini and what looks like yellow squash. Zucchini. What on earth is going on with that zucchini right there? Looks like something took a bite out of it and it's healed up. That's the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. What on earth is going on with that one right there? What is that? Oh well yeah, but I got zucchini and yellow squash and more zucchini, and I don't know what this one's yet. Maybe yellow squash. So yellow zucchini, yellow zucchini. Looks like I could kind of tie them up a little bit. They're getting getting long enough where I think I can remove some of the lower leaves and kind of get them kind of crawling up this post. Hopefully this is strong enough on all of them. But I don't know if I have any kind of the proper kind of string to use. I can't use like the tomato twine I have right here. That will just cut into it. Okay, so I'm gonna go look for something to tie up the zucchini and then I'll be right back. Alright, I found some yarn. I hope it's good enough. I hope it's soft enough to hold it up without cutting into the plant. Other than that, all I got is that tomato twine, and it's definitely not good enough. What the heck, fly? I've never tied up zucchini before or squash, so not sure how it's gonna go. Yeah, I don't think I have to tie up the last one yet. It's so small. There's really nothing to tie up. Still pretty puny. So yeah, I'm not gonna tie that up yet. I'll wait until it grows out just a little bit. Well, hopefully the leaves will correct itself by tomorrow and it won't be leaning over like this anymore. Well, look at those bush beans. They're starting to want to crawl and climb up. Well, I thought they were bush beans, not the viney kind. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, when they say bush beans, they just grow to a small plant and they just grow beans, but they're not supposed to be climbers, right? Am I wrong in thinking that? I always bought just bush beans and then they just grow to a certain height and then they grow beans, but these things look like they're trying to climb and stuff. Well, let's see if I can I'll add a few sticks, horizontal sticks, screwed into this post on each end, and then I'll tie some twine around it, see if that'll do anything. Last time I made a trellis for beans that were climbing, none of them climbed up, so I don't want to put too much energy into something that's not going to happen. I think the first thing I'm going to actually do is get all my tomatoes trellised up, strung up, so they're not on the ground anymore. So put you guys on time lapse and get to work. Alright, it's not all the tomatoes, but the tomatoes that I planted a week ago, they're still pretty short and standing straight up by themselves. I'm not gonna trellis this up until it's ready. But everything else looks pretty good. I've come out and cut off the bottom leaves so that they're not touching the ground and I don't get blight. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with these dang onions. They just keep getting trampled on by, assuming it's deer walking through. They're starting to bloom out and more onion buds are starting to form on top. That's how these Egyptian walking onions work. Instead of creating a flower, they create just more onions on top. Trying to show you a good one. You guys can see that. Of course, the camera's not focusing. Focus. It's just starting to produce more onion buds. Onion bulbs on top. This one's gonna be the small ones. When these things create small bulbs like that, I just snip the whole top off and then throw it in soups because I just, you still get all that flavor of onion. But every once in a while you get a good one and they create, a good size onion bulb like that. That one's gonna be a good one. If my camera will ever focus. Oh, it's on manual, that's why. So that one's gonna create 3 nice little bulbs, which I'll probably use this one to replant somewhere to grow more. I just wish they weren't just always getting trampled on by whatever animal is walking through here at night. But yeah, it's kind of weird how they grow, isn't it? How they look. Yeah, and then already this one's going crazy, creating another shoot, and more bulbs will be created on top of there. Yeah, it's nuts how these onions work, but I love them. And there's just endless amount of onions. And eventually you can pull them, and then there will be a good sized little onion at the bottom. It all depends on how you want it, but you just keep it in the ground and they just keep producing more smaller onions for you. But a quick cleanup is in order. So I have a bunch of tomato leaves and zucchini leaves. A lot of people believe that you can't feed tomato leaves to chickens because tomatoes technically in the nightshade family and it is poisonous, but not in my experience. Every time my chickens have got into my garden when I had tomatoes, first thing they'll eat is my tomato plants, and they will eat the entire thing. And I've never lost a chicken to being poisoned by tomato leaves or eating tomato plants. So I believe that certain amount, if they eat a lot of it, yes, I could see if you have like a couple hundred plants and they consume it all, yeah, I could see that killing them. An avid gardener friend of mine has told me that his grandpa always fed it to his chickens because it acts also as like a dewormer. It's like the poison of the tomato plant will deworm your chickens. I have no proof of that. My friend said his grandpa always did it, and they've never had a worm problems in their flock. So I've been doing it for a while now, and I don't have any worm problems either. All right, I'm gonna give it to my chickens. After I'm done here, I'm gonna show you the amount of berries I'm about to have on my property. Raspberries, wild raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries is just off the charts this year. Like I've mentioned before, I have a video where back when I first made my garden, I made those. I grew beans over here, and I thought I got the viney kind of green beans where they climb up a trellis, and so I created this elaborate trellising system for my green beans, and they never grew up. But these are starting to look very viney and looks like they're looking for a place to crawl, to crawl up. So I don't know exactly how to do this. Well, I just got called for dinner, so I'll continue after dinner. What time is it? Is it dinner time? You want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
Alright, so come on, focus. There it is. So explain what we're doing.
Well, we sold our gilt. We're selling her registered. So we need to get a hair sample to send into UC Davis, where they prove who her parents were. We send that to the American Cooney Association, so that she's registered, AKKPS, registered, and transfer ownership over to the new owner.
Yeah, so we got, well, I have to yank out 20 hairs from the pig.
And we have to identify which one.
Don't mind Hannah screaming in the background. She just wants to be carried, and we're not carrying. We gotta figure out which one it is first.
Do we need to put some food in a jar? I don't know.
So apparently it's very hard to pull pig's hair out. Good job, Eli. Yeah, I got it. I am so sorry, Piggy.
Do you see the follicles on the end?
Okay, they're all fed now. They're all quiet, eating. We still have a few pigs left to sell, so if you guys are interested, we have a couple of boars for we have a couple of boars, intact boars. We have a couple of barrows. Barrows are males without the boys anymore. So if you guys are interested, send me an email, and it'll be in my descriptions. We'd like to get rid of the little piglets to their new homes soon. Oh, hi Lulu. Alright, just took care of Lulu. Now we go back to Dallas and our two meat pigs. Alright, Dallas, hey buddy. Dallas's hair is just growing back beautifully. It's nice and thick. Well, at least it's starting to. It's not as thick as the sides here, but pretty sure by winter time he's gonna have a nice thick coat again. Those two guys are just fine. So these two guys are barrows. They've been castrated and they're just raised for meat. And Dallas still got the boys. So he's breeder. So he's a boar. That's what you call a breeder. He's a boar. And Lilu is a sow because she's had a litter. So, and we just sold. Oh, sorry. We just sold a gilt. That means it's a female pig that has not had a litter yet. Once the test comes in and the customer is satisfied, they'll come and pick it up. All right, got my sticks, 6 of them, 3 on each side. I gotta put points on each one. I just use the same tomato I'm having trouble speaking, I don't know why. Alright, I'm just going to use the same tomato trellising twine and just go back and forth, and hopefully that's going to be enough. Alright, the battery died before I could finish filming the trellis. It's not all that elaborate. It's just a bunch of strings going back and forth. And I tied it off to this post so the line stays nice and tight and doesn't sag. So hopefully that works. I don't know. I have a feeling they won't crawl very high up, but we'll see. I'll come back every day and make sure they're crawling up. Okay, so before I go, I want to show you guys my raspberries are starting to turn. Hannah, only the black ones, only the dark ones, okay? Not the red ones. And you gotta be careful. Owies. They're a bunch of owies, okay? We'll give some to the chickens. Okay, be careful, okay? Owies, okay? Owie. But look at how many raspberries are. They're not quite ready yet, but they're still pretty delicious. There you go, chickens. Chickens love it. I'll let them have the first bit of them. Yeah, but throughout the whole fence line right here, there's tons of them. They're not quite ready yet, so I'm not gonna go in there harvest them. I'll wait till maybe tomorrow, and I'll see how much I'll get tomorrow. It's amazing how fast it turns. All right, so the other berries I want to show you is my blueberries. My blueberries also is turning, and I have been collecting a handful every day, and it's just more and more. None of them are ripening on this one yet. Oh yeah, that one. But we'll come and pick it later. But yeah, these are just nice sized blueberries. Yes.
They're not ready yet.
And these aren't ready yet, but look at the size of those ones back there.
Daddy, look.
Yeah, that's a big one. Don't pick it. Don't pick it. They're not ready yet. Don't pick it. Yeah, those are the little tiny ones over there, huh?
What are they called? Daddy.
Blueberries. Yeah, there are tons of them. I'll show you what the berries in the back look like. They're not. And this is my other berries. These are my thornless blackberries that have grown along the side of this fence. Look at all the berries I'm gonna get here soon. There's so many blackberries coming on. So by the time I'm through with the raspberries up in the chicken run and done harvesting all those and harvesting all my blueberries, hopefully I get like a big Ziploc bag full of blueberries. So yeah, after we're done picking the blueberries, it's gonna be time for the blackberries. So we're gonna have tons of berries, and then hopefully next year what I planted this year are gonna be producing berries, so that's gonna be even more next year. Yeah, and the same thing with the strawberries. These strawberries are doing fantastic. More and more strawberries are showing up. Yeah, you picked one. Great. And the ones that are shooting off runners are shooting off a bunch of runners, and more strawberry plants are being produced. So yeah, it's just gonna be nothing but berries here, which is what I want. All right, that's gonna be it for today. My name is Sang, this is Growing Little Country Homestead. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.